Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to this glorious channel that has been dead longer than Among Us since quarantine. Today, I have an interesting topic that most of you guys are probably really interested in. If you didn't know, which I would be surprised if you didn't, Subnautica 2 will finally be having its early access on May 14 this year. After a very extensive period, we are finally having our beloved Subnautica 2, or as we thought. As you probably saw from the title and thumbnail, there is a legal battle going on right now between the developers and the publisher of Subnautica. Unknown Worlds, which is the developer of Subnautica, and Krafton, which is the publisher, are going through a mommy and daddy argument right now. You see, back in 2025, Krafton fired the CEO of Unknown Worlds and other important people of the company. Those people were like leaders and stuff like that. Before I continue, this is entire situation basically a domino effect, and you'll see why. After they were fired, the devs sued Krafton, claiming they were fired so the publisher, aka Krafton, didn't have to pay a $250 million bonus tied to the Subnautica 2 2025 release. Not only that, but Cheng Yang Kim, or whatever his name is, which is a CEO of Krafton, allegedly used ChatGPT to find the best way to fire them. Yes, that is what point we're in this world. We are using ChatGPT now. CEOs are using ChatGPT to fire people and get away with money schemes. Yeah, we know what that guy was trying to do. But a year went by, and in March 2026, the judge ruled in favor of the developers, forcing Krafton to rehire the entire leadership team. That is one of the reasons that Subnautica 2 was delayed until 2026, because originally it was planned to have its pre release in 2025. Apart from that, Krafton wanted to be a greedy little guy and wanted to add battle passes and subscriptions to the game so that they can get extra profit. The devs didn't really want to do that, and as well, of course, we didn't want that happen either, because who wants to pay extra in times like these? But like, it's kind of crazy that Krafton is kind of wanting to add extra stuff to the game, like money wise, subscriptions and battle passes. Like, even though we had to pay for the actual game, now they're adding those type of stuff. That would be quite insane. But luckily, in 2026, the devs confirmed that none of that was going to be added in the game. Thankfully, because that would have been a disaster. The good news is the devs were able to beat Krafton and keep the game in its golden spot, which made a lot of fans very, very happy. As far as we know, the game could have been canceled entirely if they didn't sell it. It was basically like when you were with your sibling and you guys were started fighting. If you didn't work it out, you lost your toy until you do figure it out. This is actually a very interesting topic, actually, because the devs have all their rights to be suing Krafton for that because they were trying to get away with something. But what's even more sane for me is that the CEO Krafton uses ChatGPT for it. Like, what was he expecting to happen? To get away with the legal scheme of like getting without needing to pay extra money to the developers for their hard work. And that was right after they finished developing Subnautica 2 and was going to get ready for release. They literally fired them after they created the game. It was like, well, you're on your own now. Thank you for the free game. But apart from all the drama, the game has a lot of new features that are very exciting to see, like co-op, finally, a new planet, and it was also made by Unreal Engine, so the graphics are going to be way better and smoother and more realistic. We are lucky to see that this is all going to be fixed. We are lucky to see that this is all worked out because honestly, we were all expecting and wanting Subnautica 2 to be released, and it is happening on May 14th. And the pre-release like video or whatever you call it, where they showcase all the stuff, is on May 9th, which is pretty soon. At the time of this recording, it is 6 days. Yeah, 6 days from now. So it is pretty hype actually. And like finally we are getting co-op because this is gonna be so much funner with more people playing with you. I actually do not know if it's just gonna be two players or gonna be going up to four. But I'm assuming they would announce it in the pre-release video. So I guess stay tuned for that. But this is just probably a normal thing that happens with a lot of big companies when they are just trying to get as much money as possible. But just imagine buying the game and then realizing that you also have to pay a subscription and there's battle passes included. Also, I don't even know what they would do with the battle passes. Like what you can get other in-game items. Actually, probably gonna be like cosmetics or something like that. That would make more sense. But still, I feel like there's no need to add battle passes to the game. All said and done, we are lucky that this is all settled. They're not fighting anymore, and we are gonna get our game finally. Hopefully, actually, because there's still a little bit of drama going on between two, but most of it is settled. But I do gotta add to this. This is gonna be a little shorter video than usual because it's just a small little news thing, and I wanted to make a video for this channel at some point because I just want to get back into the flow of making videos. Uh, by the way, this is not my first channel, but this is gonna be the channel I'll be focusing more on. So yeah, if you are really interested in the topics I'm be talking about, and I know in the first video I said like I was gonna be like a Timu version of MatPat in his game theory channel, but in reality, I don't have the time for that, so I'll just probably be talking about topics about games and stuff around those things like news that go on, drama and types of that stuff because it's just way more easier to record and script than making full on game reviews and that type of stuff. I have still have a lot of more ideas for videos coming up pretty soon. I hope you stay tuned for that. And if you are interested in this type of stuff, please subscribe and leave a like on this video because it was show to more people this channel, and well, it will also support me. But I think that's pretty much all. That is basically it. There's not much else until the early access of this game. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.